All right. Hi, guys. I don't know what in the world happened with the original recording, but YouTube took it down. I think it's because I mentioned Microsoft and the book that we're using. So I'm not going to do that this time. So, okay. Welcome to CS61.11A, Introduction to Microsoft Excel. So this is an 8-week course. It is fairly accelerated. We cover a lot of stuff, and I hope that you have fun and you learn a lot. If you have any questions, I know some of you have already emailed me and asking for like one-on-one tutoring. I am available some evenings and sometimes during my lunch. Just remember, I am a middle school teacher for Ukiah Unified School District. I teach science, engineering, robotics, and computers. So I can fit you in during my lunch, like super before school at like 7:30 in the morning. I know it's early, sorry. And occasionally in the evenings. So I unfortunately have many hats that I wear, but it's worth it. So, okay, let me start showing you some stuff. I'm going to be working off several screens here, so I apologize if I keep looking up. It's my second monitor. And I'm in my son's bedroom because my wife is doing her own Zoom. Okay, so, all right, so let me move this out of the way. Okay, so obviously, here's the home page for week 1. That is our book, okay? Click it, download it. It's really big, really daunting. We're only covering a few modules. So read through it. The first module goes through page EX64. Don't ask why it's written that way. I have no idea. I wasn't a publisher. I had nothing to do with it. However, our actual work that we're doing ends at EX61. Okay, so make sure that you do your introduction postings. The casework that's your homework for this week. Okay, your PowerPoint, click it, download it. So finances.exl, that's one of the practice ones that they use. You can use that. Review the PowerPoint. I'm not going through it. I'm going to hit the highlights for this week. And if you have questions, shoot me an email, book a one-on-one with me, or if there's a few of you that all fit in the same time, we can all do a tutoring session together. I don't mind. Okay. So let me click this so you can see the actual homework. So I relinked the PowerPoint. You have 2 homework assignments, case study 1, case study 2. EX50, 59, and 60 is donations. Download that. Don't click the XLS file. Click this file. Okay, click the little download icon. That way it dumps it into your downloads. Okay, case study 2, same thing with balance. So let's have some fun. Okay, first and foremost, open up Microsoft Excel. If you haven't downloaded your free version of Microsoft because you are a college student, go to Microsoft.com. You can search education account, and then, or you can click educators and students and click that, and it says create an account. You click that, and then you just type in your college email address, set up an account, and it's free. You can get 365 for free, and you can get Microsoft 2016 download version for free. So that's Access, PowerPoint, Word, and Excel. They do verify every year that you are still a college student. So make sure that as so long as you are a college student, you use it. It's free. Why not? Right. So once you open it up, let me close both of these. I'm not going to say yes, I want those. All right. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to open it up. All right. So this is your main menu. You can click blank workbook. I'm going to open it all the way up. Forgive me on this. I'm doing lots of different things. Okay. So this is your actual workspace here. Okay, all of these. I mean, these areas, they go and go and go and go and go. As you see, like I'm literally going thousands of cells. Okay, it's huge. So let me get back to the main one. So this is your work area. It's also known as the sheet. So it's sheet 1. If you need multiple sheets, see the little plus right here? It says new sheet, click it. Now, we need to name it. Right click, rename. You can say, let's do this, intro. All right, this one, rename, data. Are either one of those in the book? No. I told you, I want you to read the book, look at the PowerPoint, and then follow the instructions. The instructions are great, but I'm going to give you the highlights, and I'm going to show you some shortcuts. Okay. The book doesn't show you shortcuts. It tells you the long way to do it. Let's do it the professional way. So each one of these is a cell. Okay. This section right here where it says paste, and you can do paste with special characters, wizard, etc. This is your clipboard area. So copy, cut, formatter, painter. So if you have like already formulas built in and you copy it and you paste it, you can do the format painter and it pastes with the formula or without the formula. Okay, just so you guys can see that. We'll do that a little bit later. You have your section for fonts. Okay, and you click that and it opens it up even further. Number for the cell, you can do general, number, currency, accounting. You can change the decimal point, change the symbol if you're using overseas. Okay, date, time, percentages, fraction, scientific, text, okay, special, and then custom. So we're just going to keep general right now. Alignment changes the alignment of the text. You can also change the angle at which a text is going to appear or the numbers. Sometimes if you want to do an indentation for, let's just say here, let's do this. Let's do address. And then yeah. All right. Go back, right click format, which is the same thing. Sorry, I'm so used to doing this by myself. It's the same thing as going to this. Okay. Alignment. Let's see if this works. We can shrink to fit. We can merge cells. We don't want to merge cells because that's going to wipe everything out. Content direction, left to right, right to left. Okay. I'll show you what text wrap is in a second. See how I adjusted it? So, and I can change it again. So if we go right click format, I can click it back again this way. And look at that. Okay. So I'm going to redo that and change it back to there. Font, you can change your fonts here. You can do strike throughs, superscript, subscript, change your color, multiple colors, custom, do some wild stuff. Same thing with the size, not fives, I apologize. It's been a very long day. Italics, bold, and bold italics. And if you wanted borders, okay, let's just say you wanted a border around this. So you can click the border, whatever you want. It's very limited, and sorry, Microsoft sometimes is great about it, sometimes it's not. Microsoft Word has some really cool borders. Excel, it really doesn't. Color, so let's just change it to a nice blue, okay? And then outline, and then we can go okay. And see that? Look at that. I changed it, so they all have that. Now, so I'm going to highlight it again. I'm going to right click, format cells. I want this to have a grayscale. Automatic patterns. I'm not going to do any patterns. And look at that. Okay, there is another way to do this. You can go to here, and then you can go format this table, still styles. You can change that and go in here. It's already pre-done with these. One of your assignments in the future says use the themed styles. You can do any one of these as well. And that's under cell styles. Okay. We're not doing that right this second. So I've shown you how to do a border, shading. Okay. Now, let's go over to text wrap. So let's shrink, let's do this. So I'm just going to do a whole bunch of A's. And the next one, let's just say these people's names, addresses are just freakishly long. Okay. We can do all of these, hit text wrap, and then see how it just opens it up and moves it down so it's easier to read. That's what text wrap does. It allows you to manipulate it so whatever the size is at the column at the very top for row 1, it will fit the rest of the stuff. So it doesn't do, that and cuts it off. We don't want that. It's not very good, especially if you're looking at certain specific things within Excel. So now here's the merge. Watch. What happened to all of my stuff? I'll tell you what happened. It took the A's as the primary and the other 2 became secondary, and they're gone. They're not gone forever. Okay. There we go. You can always undo it. So you merge across, merge and center, merge cells or unmerge cells. Okay. All right, so that's that one. Cell protection. Okay. We always lock or unlock the cells. If you lock and protect a cell, it cannot be edited, which is always very nice, especially if you're doing certain things here and you don't want people to mess with them. You can completely lock someone out so they can't mess with it. All right, now general. So let's get rid of this. Okay, type of account. Let's do set up type of account, dollar, amount spent. Okay, let's just have fun with this. So I'll unwrap the text. Let's just put my name. Oh, address 123. First Street. Okay. Phone number. Go. Dollar amount spent. Okay. Well, let's just do my car payment, 592.11. Now, in here, see where it says general? That's nothing specific format. We can do number or we can do currency. Let's do currency. The difference between currency and accounting puts the dollar there. So if you're doing books, it's best to put it there, honestly, especially if you're looking at like hundreds or tens of thousands of dollars or more for accounts. If you're doing professional books, that's really nothing. I've seen some really big numbers. And I also sell real estate, so hundreds of thousands of dollars in houses is just a drop in the bucket, to be completely honest. So here, I'm going to show you a trick. So if you're doing the multiple, the same name, you can drag it down. So you're probably like, what did you just do? Okay, I'll undo it. So see how it turns over, click and drag it down, whatever number it is. Okay. If you're wanting to put numbers or something, you can do 1, 2, 3, and then you just drag and it will autofill. Does that make sense? Okay, so undo that. All right, so let's just pretend there's a whole bunch of me living at a whole bunch of different addresses. It's kind of fun. Anything numerical, it'll keep going, just so you know. All right, so let's do 322, 35.5. I'm just doing random numbers, okay? Just bear with me here. So 96. And we'll just do like, I don't know, a really expensive car, like a big truck maybe. Okay, remember, they're not on accounting. So let's do this. And we can literally click here and then go to accounting. They all convert. Now, let's just say we want our totals over here. Okay. Total. Okay. Here, we're going to do equal. And then or here, type in sum, which is an addition problem. Okay. Double click. Now it says, first number. You can literally click on that. See where it says E2? So it's your column E, row 2. Hold down the shift key and you go to your other one. Now, if you want just certain ones, it's the control key. Okay, and that will only do certain ones, but we're going to do all of them that are in that row. And you can drag and select. I just don't do that. Okay, close it with the parentheses, or you can just hit enter. I'll tell you right now, if you're on 365, which is the Windows online version, sometimes if you're working on a Chromebook, it doesn't work. You must close the parenthesis. But if you're on a PC, you can just hit enter and it works. Now, look at that. All right. So this is in your book for case study 1. It asks you to do the sum. Now, average. Okay. And then count. So you can go, let's do average. What do you think the formula would be? Because that's what we're doing now, is formulas. So you equal. You always have to do the equal. If you don't do the equal, it won't It won't do it. It types average. Is that what you want to do? I don't think so. Okay, so make sure that you do the equal, and it's average. Open it up so you look, but it's already there. Boom, average. Okay, here, colon, because you're selecting all of those. Okay, there, and then it gives the average total. So it adds them all up, divides by how many there are. Now we want to do count. Okay, it's a formula. Equals count here to here. Close. 9. Okay, I'm hoping you're going, okay, I'm kind of getting it. Okay. These we'll use a little bit later. Fill is kind of what I was doing, showing you about. Okay. That's where you just drag it, take the little green square and you drag it down and you fill it. Okay. That's what that is. There's different conditional filling, but that's a little bit more advanced. So I'll get into these. This is accounting number formatting. This is percentage. This is the comma style, so thousands of separators. You can increase your decimal, so you can, I think it goes to the 10,000th. That'll fit on most of these. And then you can go all the way down to 0 decimal, to whole numbers only. Conditional formatting. So you can set different data bars to do certain things if you create rules. Now, what rules are is it makes it so if it's between parameters, so certain numbers, it will be green or whatever colors you choose. So that's really easy to show profits or losses. I need to update my books to show any profits or losses for real estate. And maybe I'll do that in the next few weeks so I can show you guys, okay? I won't give you my live data, but I'll give you some the same formulas, I'll just change the numbers, okay? Icon sets, increase, decrease, different things that you can use here. You just like the other one, you create rules for it. Data bar shows gradients and percentages. Okay. You can format your table to do different colors. You can do new table style and create your own, or you can create a pivot table style. I'll teach you pivot tables later, okay? Cell style, I've already kind of talked about that one. You need to insert, so you watch here, insert. You can do a sheet row, a sheet column, or just insert a cell. So I inserted a whole sheet cell. Now, it didn't mess up any of this because it literally just adjusted it, because Microsoft is cool like that. Okay, delete, and it brings it right back. Perfectly fine. I just used right click. Right click is a mini version of this, of the ribbon. So you can unhide, hide, column width, you can adjust it, that's a really easy way to do it. And if you need, so you click the row, right click, row height, and then you can do, let's just say, 25, and it makes that one 25. You can do, that makes it a lot easier too. So I'm going to redo that. Okay, Autosum. So these are autosums. Okay, I'm sorry, these are autosums. So you go down here, sum, average, count numbers, maximum, minimum. So watch this. Max, min. Okay. Now we're going to go to Autosum. We can say max. Well, I don't want those data. I want to change my numbers. So you go here, here. Okay. Max was that one. My minimum, we're going to do minimum. I don't want that data. So you just delete, and then you just reselect it. It's like what we did before. And that was my minimum. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Sort, select. We'll cover that a little bit later. Find and select and replace will be there. And if you ever need to clear the formatting, so you can click here. clear all, clear formats, clear content, clear comments, or any hyperlinks. You can choose. I wouldn't use this too much unless you absolutely need to. I would just go in and correct the cell. Okay. So that's the basic ribbon right there. Insert. Pivot tables, recommended pivot tables. We're not going to mess with that. Insert a new table. Insert pictures. So you can always insert. I'll just show you really fast. So that's from your PC. You do online pictures. So let's just see here. I'm a cat guy, so. And yes, I would do that to my cat. I would put a hat on him. We have 4 cats here at the house. I'm a cat guy. My wife's a cat woman. In a good way. She loves cats. So do I. All right. So that's how you do insert for a picture. You can do different shapes. So all the different shapes that you want, they're right there. This is smart art. So it's 3D. So if you're showing a process or a cycle, these would be great. Hierarchy, if you're doing, what departments are connected to what and how they interact with each other, relationships, matrices, pyramids, pictures, and then Office has their own thing. Okay, and you can always adjust those formats and styles if you really want to. I can show you how to do that. These are add-ons. Don't mess with any of that right now. That's a new one. Okay, recommended charts. So here we can do a chart. All right, so here's what I did. I'll undo it. Okay, I selected my data. So amount spent. Go to insert. I went to a bar graph 3D. If you want, you can do some like cool 3D ones like this. And it will show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the 9. Now I can always select everything else in between and do something like that. And then I can change what it looks like. And I can literally just move my chart. So you can show a chart. I know I'm kind of getting outside of what the book is showing you. I just want you to kind of have a feel for what it looks like. And then you can change your formatting there. All right, so I'm going to delete that because we don't need it right now. Page layout. One thing that it has you do is change the orientation. So the orientation on this is portrait. Okay, it needs to go to landscape. Landscape, yeah, okay. So you'll be able to see little dots. It's kind of really crummy right now. I can't see it on my thing, but normally it's right around I or J. You'll see little dots going down, little dots coming back around. So print area. Let's just say you want to just print certain things. Like here, and I want to leave that data out. You go to right here, set print area, and then it's only going to print that for me. Now, one thing that the directions have you do is do this. So when you first start with Microsoft Excel, there's no scaling, meaning if this is bigger than the page, it's not going to fit. And it's going to print multiple pages and it's just going to upset you. Been there, done that lots of times. And I'm like, I can't scale it. So you go to here where it says no scaling, fit on one page. Okay. And that means if it's bigger than the page, it shrinks it down so it fits on the page. Very, 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 very helpful. Okay. All of your assignments, you don't have to print. Don't print them. Save your ink. Okay. So this is scale to fit. This is one page, one page. Okay. You can always have it automatic. It's fine. Okay. grid lines you need to show. I always show them. You can send things backwards, forward, so watch. So I have that. So here, I can bring forward. Oh, it's not doing it. Oh, it's the online picture, that's why. Okay, no, we'll do that later. Formulas, these are all your formulas. These are the basic ones used recently. These are the financials. A lot of these are advanced. Please don't worry about them right now. Logic, text, date and time, lookup and reference, math and trig, and more functions. So these engineering, cube, informational, compatibility, web, statistics. We use this one. There's standard deviation in here somewhere. F test, F distribution, gamma, or standard deviation. Yeah, standard deviation's right there. I like that one. That one's fun. I used to use it a lot in my statistics class. Calculation options, data. Okay. Existing connections, you can connect that. You can connect different documents to each other. Choose other sources. You can do a new query. So pulling information from other ones. You can sort, you can filter, you can advanced filter. You can take regular text from a document and shift it to columns. You can consolidate, manage data models, do what if scenarios, so like what if something happens, and then you can create a forecast sheet. These are pretty advanced. We're not going to cover this in this class. I believe 61.11B does start to cover them. Okay. That's a good class. I do not teach it though. Basic review, spelling, thesaurus, check accessibility, smart lookups. You can translate in different languages and add comments if you're doing it. You can protect the sheet. So the sheet can be protected. You can from everything, and you can do a password protection. I'm not going to do that because I am not going to mess it up. View, if you take certain things away, it will remove your grid lines. Don't do that. Okay, you can show your page break areas. Okay, and then non-page break areas. So, am I still on? Aha, there we go. See the dots now? There we go. That's your page. Okay, view. And then you have help. You can always click here too and tell you what to do. Okay. More borders, convert ink to math, add a comment, insert a table. These are all just different things that just start with it. Okay, so let me double check. I think that's it for this one. So if you have any issues, let me know. Okay, I know I covered quite a bit. The directions are fairly simple. Follow them. If you have problems, let me know. Okay. So good luck. And it will take a while for that to download the book if you haven't done that already. Okay. Take care, guys.